song I just sang for you was a song I wrote for the Rankins back in the 1990s called North Country. And I toured and made records with my siblings for about 10 years. In 1999 we disbanded. We had a lovely career, played all over the world, and played some amazing gigs and met tons of people and got lots of accolades. And anyway, that ended, and I needed a job. So I made a record called Song Dog. I put this song on, and the song I wrote after a late night walk in Halifax, Nova Scotia, where I live. It's called Midnight Angel. Took a walk in the midnight hour by the dark of the church bell tower. Felt the night bus stupid wide. Midnight angel by my side. Pastoral lovers on the street, holding hands, shuffling feet. Makes one wonder where love goes. Midnight angel on the road. Years ago, I did a bunch of shows across Canada with Keith Urban. As we were heading in the back alley here today, I was on Granville looking at the Orpheum, and I think that's where we did the gigs, right? He's done well for himself. All the best to you. Actually, that was a very fun tour, and he was an awesome, amazing guy. I knew you could tell then that he was going to the stars. He was very focused and very driven, and a great guy to boot. And, I moved down to Nashville in 2010 just for a change of scenery, and only intended to stay there with my wife and kids for about a year or two. We ended up staying there for about 7.5 years. It was a great place. It really went through a lot of changes. And about 2017, Donald Trump was elected, and we decided it was time to come home back. I didn't say why you decided to come home. Anyway, while I was living there, I made a couple of records, and one was my version of a country record, and this song is the one we'll do for you now, and it's the title of that record, one of the records called Back Road Paradise. It's all about country living, and yeah, we'll do it for you now. Sitting on the barbed wire, telephone poles are rocking by, sun coming up like a prayer across the field. I got the windows rolled down and the old truck comes breathing in the dirt and dust. Oh man, love the way it feels, love the way it feels. Rain coming down on the tin roof, the sound of the slow freight train rolling. Sipping on the beer in the cool shade. This is where I'll live until I die. On this back road paradise.
so hard on yourself, man.
Just released a new record. And we got hit by COVID, so we weren't able to tour for 3 weeks, or 3 years, 3 weeks. And then another couple of years went by, so I realized I hadn't made a record in 5 years. So I decided to make a record, and when I moved back from Nashville, I went over to Dartmouth and to a studio called Fang Studio with Joel Plaskett, and made a record there. And I'd never made a full-length record before in Nova Scotia, so I've been thinking of making this record, and so we gathered together a bunch of East Coast musicians and made a record. It's all about East Coast living and songs and stories, and it's called Moving East. And that was 5 years ago, so I decided it was time to make another record. And I liked making that record so much at that studio. I had so much fun, and I made it a similar record, sort of a continuation of that record. And this album is called Harvest Highway. I'll do this title track for you now. There's a strip of highway that runs pretty much from Halifax to Yarmouth, and it goes along the Bay of Fundy and a lot of beautiful coastline and farmland and everything. And I was driving down that highway to a gig, and I never realized they called that highway the Harvest Highway. So I started writing this song on that drive. So here it is, Harvest Highway. Tell another story. Jane thought we were doing it in a different song.
Because it's written right here.
You know better. Driving down the Harvest Highway, country farms on the Bay of Fundy. Winter coming on, it's getting colder. Passing time. Saturday night, it's Friday.
Friday, not over. Cookie Saturday.
It's my Saturday. Yeah.
That's a new one.
Well, I'm very fortunate. I was fortunate to grow up around a lot of music in my community. There was a lot of Celtic music, probably the first music I heard, but my household was full of music. And I had tons of older siblings. We were a large Catholic family, 12 kids. But everybody sang or played something, and there was a piano in the corner, and somebody was always banging on it, or a guitar or something. A lot of music. We had a very eclectic record collection, so I was exposed to a lot of different music, and it was a dance hall literally over the fence, and you could lean out my bedroom window and listen to all the music in the 60s and 70s when I was growing up there. There was all kinds of live music, and it was country, rock, Celtic, really anything going through. And so I was exposed to all of that. And then I was part of the Rankin band. I joined when I was about 12 years old. And I played drums for many years for the Rankins. And my sister Raylene fronted the band, and she was a master at entertaining people, smoky dance halls back then. We played all over Cape Breton. And you would play anything from, we called it round dancing music, anything to get people up dancing. So we played like traditional music, waltzes, and by 11 o'clock when people were getting a little drunk, you'd start playing some country music. And by 12 o'clock when they were really drunk and thought they were the best dancers in the world, you started playing some rock and roll. So I was exposed to a lot of different styles of music, and storytelling is a big part of my culture. So this is a song that I put on Harvest Highway, the record, and it's what I do. I take stories and I turn them into songs. This is called Irish Red. Round and around and around we go. Better off alive, no, better off dead. Round and around we go. My heart belongs to Irish Red. Well, I ran out of breath, thinking about life and worried about death. Fluttering around like a moth in the rain. I was only a boy at barely 17. Irish red had her back to the sun. One look at me and I was gone. I didn't care about nothing, didn't worry at all. We went stepping around in a little village hall. Around and around and around we go. Better off alive, no, better off dead. Round and around we go. My heart belongs to Irish Red. Well, I'm patient. I'm going to do something that I've never done before. On this record, I play piano on several tracks. And when I was a kid, we had, like I said, we had an old piano, and I taught myself some piano chords. And of course, I grew up listening to my brother, who was a master piano player of Celtic music, but also could play anything if you really put his mind to it. He just had incredible talent. So I learned a lot from his style, but I'm not a piano player, so bear with me. But I'm going to go back here. Time to let the light come shining in. Open up the doors of the season. Today would be a good day to begin. All right. Well, let's do an old Rankin song. I think we got some. This is one I wrote for the very last album we made back in 1997, and it's on an album called Uprooted. And I didn't realize it was going to be the last record at the time. It was kind of telling. It's called Moving On. Rambling around such a long, long time, somewhere in between. I lost my mind and I'm moving on. Going, go, moving on. Like the band said at the song of the Rolling Stone. Moving on. Wake up all alone, deep in a hotel night. While away the hours, be a man to see the light, and then you're moving on. Going, go, moving on. And the man said it was song of the Rolling Stone. Moving on. You guys feel like singing? Shoulder part. song, I'm a rolling stone. Moving on. Oh, boys. I've been rambling now such a long, long time. Somewhere in between, I lost my mind. Going, going, gone, moving on. Going, going, gone, moving on. Hey, singing the song, I'm rolling slow. Moving on, I'm rolling slow. Moving How you doing anyway? How was your summer? Good?
Better now? Yeah. No lobster.
It's been a while since I've been in British Columbia. It's such an amazing, beautiful, beautiful province. Nothing like Nova Scotia or Cape Breton. No, it's amazing. I've always loved touring out here and playing out here.
I'm just saying.
All right. I made a record called Forget About the World a while back. I think it was that album I was touring with Keith. No, it wasn't. That was touring with somebody else. Maybe John Prine, name dropping thing. Anyway, I put the song on it. It's one of the co-writes I've done with Patricia Conroy, who's originally from Montreal, living in Nashville for many years. And we wrote this song one afternoon. I knew it was a good song, and I knew it was a single. And put it on this album and made a nice, great video for it in New Mexico with Jeff Weinrich, who did all of Jan Arden's videos back in the day. He became a friend over the years, and we were in New Mexico, shot a great video, and introduced it to radio. It was across Canada, country radio. It was climbing the charts at number 10, and then Shania Twain released a single. That was the end of that. I think I better songs. I'll hear it in my heart. Someone's always breaking down, packing their clothes, leaving for good, coming back. Either Sometimes I think we're crazy to be doing this now, running around in circles, baby, bumping into walls. Maybe we're just used to loving on the edge. We got this far, oh, we're not there yet. Giving it up, letting it go, holding it back, risking it all, falling in love, falling apart. There's never no end here in my heart. Here in my heart. Giving it up, letting it go, holding it back, resting it out, falling in love, falling apart. There's never no end. Giving it up, letting it go, holding it back, resting it out, falling in love, falling apart. There's never no end here in my heart. Here in my heart. I think I got some awards for this song. It's maybe something country music or a SoCan award for a lot of radio playing back in the day. And I shot a great video for it at Ralph's in Dartmouth. An exotic dancing locale. It's one of the most fun videos I've ever made. This is called Follow Her Around. Followed her around. I was quite naive. Holes in my soul. I wore my heart upon my sleeve. Thanks again, everybody. I really appreciate it. It's a nice welcome back. I'm still on the East Coast time. It's about 4 in the morning.
Bring us into Saturday, Jimmy. The shuffle.
Anyway, I got a curfew here. I know it's Vancouver. They're all But I will say thanks to everybody at the venue. They've been very nice to us, and I have a bunch of merchandise out there for sale. I will come out and say hi for a few minutes. Sign some stuff for you. I got a nice new CD out there. It's called Harvest Highway.
Yeah.
T-shirts and a beautiful poster out there. This kid from Halifax designed for me, and it's a handmade silk screen, and it's signed and everything by him. And it's beautiful. It's really a beautiful print. This piece of art, and I'll sing this one for you. It's a song that it's taken on a life of its own. One I wrote a long time ago, and who would have known it's been inducted into the Canadian Songwriters Hall of Fame. Very well. Take your love will we never meet again no more. Far across the far across the mountain. Take my heart, love knows yours, the tears I've cried. So I'll dream today, I'll sing to you, love, in Papa's glory. My time I'll bide, no ties lie, a restless road. take my heart.